Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the Human Shot. Today we are back with the latest LEGO news for 2024. Now of course, before we begin the video, I just want to say that if you do enjoy, I want to keep up to date with all of the latest LEGO news from me, then make sure to subscribe, as well as like the video and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Links will be down in the description below. But with that being said, everyone, let's get right into it. So first off, we're going to be taking a quick look at the new LEGO Marvel sets, because after all this time, LEGO finally decided to officially reveal them. So the first set that we have is the X-Jet based off X-Men 97, and that is going to be the new Disney Plus show that will be streaming next year in 2024. And overall, I think that this set looks really nice. It's been a while since we've seen the X-Jet. We only got that one version, which was about 10 years ago now, so it's nice to see the set being remade after all this time. And I think it definitely looks a lot better than the previous one as well. It's a lot more sleeker, the model. It also has a lot of better shaping as well, in my opinion, especially with the front cockpit. I think that looks so much better than the previous version. And all in all, it is a really nice looking set. However, there's one big problem with the set for me, and that is the price. The price of this is $80. It includes about 350 pieces. It's around that much, so 350 pieces for $80 is just insane. And now I know there are some big pieces featured in this for the wings and such and the cockpit. However, I still don't think $80 is justifiable for this set. It is set 76281 as well, and you do get 4 minifigures included in the set. All of them actually being new and exclusive to the set at the time I'm recording this video, including Wolverine. However, I do assume that none of these will remain exclusive in this set anytime soon, because there is that new X-Mansion that is rumored to be coming for summer of 2024. So I assume that LEGO will probably end up reusing all of these minifigures. However, the rumor is that they will end up giving some dual molded legs to a few of the figures, such as Cyclops and Magneto. But taking a look at the interior and the cockpit section of the X-Jet, you can actually fit 2 minifigures, which is quite nice. So there is a little bit of space there, and they're not cramped in there either. They actually have a decent amount of room as well, so it does look quite nice. And then you do also have that computer panel at the front there, which I believe you can actually change as well. And here are all 4 of the figures included. I really like the Cyclops minifigure, besides the head print with the blue sort of under the hair. I don't really like the way that looks, but the rest of it looks great. However, I think that in the X-Jet, it will have the dual molded bright blue and yellow legs. The rest of the minifigures are quite good as well, and Wolverine is actually new as well in the legs as well as the face print, and he doesn't have the arm printing from the CMF series. And then next up, we actually have our official look at the brand new LEGO Spider-Man No Way Home Spider-Man vs Sandman final battle set, based off the final scene from No Way Home, of course. And overall, I think this one looks really good. It's set 76280, and you do get 3 minifigures included in the set. I really like the build for Sandman. I think that looks nice. It's not the best thing ever, but I think that you know, it's a pretty decent build. It's quite bulky, which I do like, and it has quite a lot of articulation as well. I think LEGO did a pretty good compromise there, because it looks decent enough on display, and it also has a lot of movement and posability, so it will be good for kids to play with. And then you do also get 3 nice minifigures as well to compensate with that. But for those of you who are wondering, you can actually connect this to the Statue of Liberty set that we saw earlier this year. And there is a way that you actually do that as well, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But I do also really like that they've got all of the construction work and everything. So it does sort of interconnect with the Statue of Liberty, because some of the builds that are featured in this build are actually also in that Statue of Liberty as well. So it doesn't really look too out of place when you attach it. And then you can see that it also does include a portal as well, which is great. And then as you can see here, it does have that black stand. So what you do is you can actually take Sandman off that. You can also rotate him around on it as well. And then you can actually attach the Sandman onto the top of the Statue of Liberty head by removing the top section. And if you do that, you do actually get this, which looks pretty good. I think that the original Statue of Liberty set looked pretty decent. However, I thought that the build was a bit too short. However, adding the Sandman, it definitely adds a lot of height to it and makes the build look a lot more interesting as well, and action-packed. And then we also get the 3 minifigures, being Lizard, who looks great. Not the best minifigure ever, because I really wish that they ended up using the Avatar arms and legs just to scale the minifigure a little bit more better with the other characters. But I still really like the printing and everything in it. Electro as well as Spider-Man, both of the Electron Spider-Man minifigures are duplicates, so they are the same ones that do appear in the Statue of Liberty set, which is quite unfortunate because if you do want to complete the scene, you have to get both of these as duplicate minifigures. Spider-Man is using his integrated suit there, which is a nice design. I really like that minifigure. However, I do wish they changed it to perhaps just a normal plain black and red one, or even just remade the Iron Spider. Even though it's not in the scene, I think it would have been great if they did something like that, or they could have even put the final swing suit in there. However, I assume that we will be seeing that when the Spider-Man 4 film does release at some point, which will probably be in the next couple of years. As we do know, Spider-Man 4 is currently in the works as well, so we will probably be seeing that suit called the hybrid suit in those sets, unless they end up upgrading that again, but I don't think they will. And then we also have this other little Spider-Man set here, which is Spider-Man vs. Dr. Octopus, and it's fine. I don't really care too much for this one. It is set 76275. It includes 77 pieces and is recommended for ages 6 and over. You do get 2 minifigures in the set, being Spider-Man and Venomized Doc Ock. And then the side builds, you do get a motorbike for Spider-Man. I don't know why Spider-Man needs a motorbike, but you know. And then you do also get a little bit of a street build with the lamppost, and then you do get some rubbish as well in the bin, such as a fish, and then you also get some bones as well. And then you do also get that new banana peel piece, which is great to see the use of for 2024. And here are the 2 minifigures. So Spider-Man's the same one that we've been seeing since 2021. So nothing special there. And then we also have the Venomized Doc Ock. I do really love the face print with the symbiote. I think that looks great. And he also does come with an alternate facial expression as well, which has all of his face covered by Venom, which looks really good. And then we also have this other one as well, which is the Spider-Man Carverse Green Goblin. This is another one of the Venomized sets. So you do get 3 minifigures in this one, being Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy's Ghost Spider, as well as Green Goblin, who is actually Venomized. Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy are the same minifigures we've been seeing for 2021, so nothing really too special there. I do quite like the build of the car. I think it looks nice, and it does have a pretty simple structure, and you can also open it as well to fit the minifigures, and you can actually fit both Spider-Man and Ghost Spider in there as well, so that's great that you can actually fit both of them there. And then they also do include a glider for Green Goblin as well. I also really like the pumpkin there as well that they've used for his accessory. And then you do get a few web pieces and such included as well. And I think that it's a nice play set. And you do also get these 3 minifigures, which we'll take a closer look at now. So obviously Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy are the same ones we've been seeing for a while, as I just said. But Green Goblin is new. He is Venomized. I really like that face print again, with the yellow as well. I think it looks great. The torso looks really nice as well. You can see the sort of symbiote taking over the torso, and then he does come with plain black legs. I'm not a massive fan of those legs. I think that they should have added a bit of printing or something on them. I think that would have made the figure look a lot better. Same thing with Doc Ock as well, or they should have had one leg being black and then one leg being green. And then we also have this one right here, being the Venom Mech versus Miles Morales. This includes 134 pieces and is recommended for ages 6 and over, being set 76276. And this one is fine. I do quite like the build for the Venom Mech, which is the main thing you're paying for here, of course. I think that it looks quite good. I love the claws and the feet as well, and I love all of the pieces they've used to represent the symbiote, sort of moving around and such. But the 2 minifigures included are nothing special. They are Venom and Miles Morales. Miles Morales is the same one that we've been seeing for ages now, since 2021. I remember when that minifigure first came in that mech, we were all so excited, and now it's just so boring to keep continuously seeing that same minifigure. And the worst part is they actually ended up downgrading the minifigure, because they actually got rid of his dual moded dark grey and black legs. So now it's just normal grey legs, which is very unfortunate. I just think it takes so much away from the figure, and it just looks so bland. And then the Venom minifigure is nothing new. I think it would have been great if we got like a new Venom suit or something like that, or just a bit of a different print or design. But no, they gave us the same Venom minifigure that we've been seeing for a while now, which is very unfortunate. And then we also have this set right here, being the War Machine Mech, which includes 154 pieces, recommended for ages 6 and over. This is by far the best mech that we've ever seen. I'm not really a massive fan of some of the mechs. I think that some of them are good, but they never really make sense. This one is the best looking mech, and it also makes the most sense as well. And quite interestingly as well, on the box art, it does actually have the Infinity Saga logo. So this is actually based off the MCU, which is very interesting. So yeah, and the reason why I say this is interesting is because the minifigure, when we saw that leak, you know, it doesn't really look like any of the MCU suits. You know, some people are saying that it does look like the Mark II suit from Age of Ultron. However, I can't really see the resemblance, if I'm being completely honest with you. It just looks more like a comic inspired one to me. But nonetheless, it's still a really cool minifigure. I'll take that War Machine figure. I really like the look of that. And also the mech as well. Looks great. Love all of the guns and everything they've got in there. And it also has a lot of bulk to it as well. And it actually makes sense for War Machine to have a mech as well. So I really do like that LEGO actually made this. I think this is one of the best mechs that they've ever done, if not the best one. And hopefully we can see some more top tier mechs like this one in the future from the LEGO group. As for what mech we could get next, I'm honestly not sure. We've had an Iron Man mech. We've had a War Machine mech. We've had a mech for pretty much every other Avenger as well. So yeah, we're going to have to wait and see what LEGO comes up with next. And then we also have the buildable rocket set that's been revealed, which includes 566 pieces, recommended for ages 10 and over. A lot of people aren't a massive fan of this one because they all say that it looks quite creepy. And honestly, I really like it. I think I'm in the minority here. I think this looks really good. I really want to buy this set. I probably won't pick it up as soon as it comes out. I probably will wait for a sale or something, or if I can get double insider points or such. But I really like the way it looks. I think that the only bit that I'm not a massive fan of, but I can live with, is the eyes. I think they're just a bit too big. Baby Groot, it works for him. However, I feel like Rocket Raccoon, his eyes aren't this big. Like, you know, they're a little bit big, but they're not this big to that extent. So I think that's the only bit that I'm not like a huge fan of. But besides that, I think that it looks great. You know, no one really asked for this, I'll be completely honest with you. No one really wanted a buildable rocket, but I'll take it. It looks quite good. Also love the builds for the tail as well, and it also has a lot of posability. I'm not a massive fan of the guns, however. I feel like they should have had a bit more of a bulk to them. And then you do also get a minifigure included in the set as well, which is actually Baby Groot, which looks so cool. It uses the same piece as the Team Groot for the head. And then you do also get the Ravager outfit as well, which is great to see the return of. And I think that the torso printing is really great there. He also comes with the short legs as well. I will say that I do wish that they included the mid legs for him, mainly because then you would have had a bit of articulation. And also this minifigure is way too small in comparison to the buildable rocket as well. It doesn't scale amazingly, so I would have definitely appreciated the mid legs as well, so you can move them. And then we also have a brand new LEGO idea set that's been revealed, being set 21345, and this is the Polaroid set. This will include 516 pieces and will of course be an 18+ set, retailing for $75. Pretty overpriced in my opinion. I don't see this as a $75 set. It should have been 60 max. However, it's a pretty nice looking model. I probably won't buy this because I don't really care for the Polaroid that much. But I think it is a nice model. And I think for those who did grow up, you know, with the Polaroid and stuff like that, and do remember it, then this would definitely be a nice one. I think this is a nicer set for the older generation. But yeah, or people who just like cameras in general. But yeah, for me personally, it's just not really my cup of tea. Not really a massive fan of it, but it looks nice, you know, like it looks how it should look. I don't think LEGO really deviated too much from the original idea submission, so I do like that. I also really like those printed pieces that they've included as well, to represent the photos that actually come out from the Polaroid. You can actually put those in there, and it does have a bit of movement as well. You can change some of the lenses and such, as you can see from these lifestyle pictures, which is great to see. And you can see that you can press a few of the buttons as well, and also you can actually cause the pictures to actually come out of the Polaroid, so that's great. There is a bit of a mechanism there, which is nice to see. But the shaping of the actual camera itself looks really good, pretty much perfection there. And then the last set that we have that has been officially revealed is another LEGO Marvel set, being the Rocket's Warbird. This is based off Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and is of course another one of the Infinity Saga sets. It includes 290 pieces and will be releasing on January 1st of 2024, along with the other Marvel sets for $37, and it is set 76278. And this looks amazing. This is by far my favorite Marvel set out of all of the ones that have been revealed for January. I just think it looks amazing. The minifigures are great. The only thing I don't like is the hood that they've used for Ronan, but besides that, the rest of the Ronan minifigure is really good. The Rocket minifigure is really good, and he comes in that Ravager outfit as well. The only other time that we saw that was in that polybag, which is quite rare, so it is hard to get that minifigure, and you have to pay quite a bit if you do win that. So I'm glad that LEGO decided to remake it and make it look a lot more better as well. And they also, of course, added the brown fur and everything and made it accurate. And the ship itself has such a nice shape to it. And then we also have a brand new LEGO Jurassic World magazine that has been revealed, which includes one minifigure, and then you do get a side build as well, and that is Dr. Alan Grant. He does include two accessories, being a magnifying glass as well as the pickaxe, and he does have his hat as well, and you do get a dinosaur skeleton build as well next to it. And then the next magazine that we will be seeing for Jurassic World will include this small raptor, which I really do like the look of. I love that color scheme with the brown and the purple, and it also has a bit of a laboratory side build there. And then next up, thanks to Childish Landino Chronicles, we actually have our first information regarding the list of minifigures that will be appearing in set 71046, the Space CMF series. So before I talk about the list, this will of course be the next series in blind boxes, and it will retail for $5 per blind box, or £3.50 if you are in the UK. So let's get on with the list then. We have all of the names of the minifigures that will be included. So the first one is the robot human suit for tiny aliens. Interesting. The second one we have is the classic space robot. Great to see the return of some classic stuff. And then we also have the retro space woman for our third one. So that one will be a female version of the Series 17 space minifigure. And then we also have, as the fourth one, the M-Tron Redux. Cool. And then number 5, we have the alien in UFO costume. Number 6, we have the grey alien tourist. Number 7, we have the alien insectoid. Number 8, we have the modern astronaut. Number 9, we have the Ice Planet Redux with Space Penguin. Number 10, we have the mutated Blacktron. Cool. And then number 11, we have the Orion with translucent parts. And then number 12, we have the Space Nurse with Pink Space Baby. This is a very interesting list. However, I have to say I'm a bit disappointed here. And the reason why I'm disappointed is because the following. LEGO usually release about 3 CMF series a year. So usually we'll get one unlicensed one. That will be like Series 24, Series 25. So the most recent one is Series 25. That usually comes out at the start of the year. And then we usually get 2 more CMF series, which are usually licensed ones. So for example, this year in 2023, we saw Series 24. And then we had the Disney 100 Years CMF series and the Marvel CMF series. Both of the Disney and Marvel ones being licensed. So this is actually taking up one of the licensed CMF series. Now, I like the idea of the whole space thing. However, when we heard, we're going to be getting a space CMF series, a lot of people were hoping for Star Wars. I was hoping for Star Wars. I know we get a lot of Star Wars sets, and some people are like, we don't need any Star Wars minifigures of CMF series because we get so many Star Wars sets. But the thing is, a lot of the Star Wars minifigures aren't that detailed. It would have been nice to get some really nice detailed Star Wars figures. But no, instead we get this, which is just basically another unlicensed CMF series, but in the space theme. Now, this might turn out to be a really good CMF series. I don't know, we have to wait for pictures. But I'm a bit disappointed initially because, there are some cool names and stuff like the Blacktron stuff. But yeah, I'm not really a massive fan of this. But we're going to have to wait for more images before I can form a full opinion, of course, because these might be some really detailed minifigures. But at the time, I'm not really too excited for this series. But there we go, everyone. With that being said, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy, then why not subscribe as well as like the video and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Links will be down in the description below. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about all of the latest LEGO news that we've covered in today's video. I'll talk to you guys soon, so peace out, see you later, and bye-bye.